This is my video for Programs Design's Module 1 assignment. I'm going to demonstrate 4 exercises, 1 exercise in each one of the stages of the corrective exercise continuum, inhibition, lengthen, activation, integration. These exercises are going to be based on the program that I designed to address the excessive forward lean and the rounding of the lower back in the athlete and the overhead squat assessment that we had for the assignment. The first exercise I'm going to demonstrate is going to be self-myofascial release with a foam roller to the gastroc and soleus. What you want to remember is it's completely based off of your comfort. So the athlete can actually use 2 legs if they'd like, or they can go down to just 1 leg. That's going to increase the pressure. It's going to be a little bit more painful, but it's going to get a little bit better of a release. But again, it's all based upon their subjective pain levels. The more intense the pressure from the self-myofascial release, the shorter the duration of the hold. So if you can tolerate an intense pressure, we only need to hold it for about 30 seconds. If not, if you can't tolerate it, we need to go longer up until 90 seconds. So for this, we're going to go. You're going to support yourself with your arms, roll back and forth on that gastroc till you feel a tender spot, and hold right there on that tender spot for 30 seconds. If there are multiple tender spots, you can move to the next one. Hold that again there. And just working along that gastroc. And then we move into the soleus, which is a little bit further distal to the gastroc. The next exercise I'm going to demonstrate is the part of the lengthening phase. It's going to be a kneeling hip flexor stretch. So what we want to do is kneel. Now, all you have to do, keep the knee initially at about 90 degrees, a little bit further into it because we're going to slide forward. And you should feel a good stretch right here in the front of your hip flexor. If the athlete can't, they can actually raise their arm up on the same side. And that should heighten the stretch. So we want to perform 1 set of a 30-second hold. Not bouncing, just going nice and easy to end range and holding right there. The next exercise I'm going to demonstrate is going to be a bird dog exercise or a quadruped alternating arm and leg exercise. This is for the intrinsic core musculature. It's going to be based upon the activation stage that we're going to isolate the strengthening of the intrinsic core musculature. So what you want to do is get on your hands and knees. So hands should be placed directly underneath the shoulders. Knees should be right up underneath the hips. We don't want to be too far back, too far forward, too far spread out. So, while drawing in the belly button and stabilizing from the core, you're going to raise your right arm and left leg off the ground and point them straight out. Pause for 2 seconds. 1, 2. Then nice and easy. 3, 4, back down. We're going to perform 15 reps in this cadence on one side, focusing on keeping our core tight the entire time. Once we perform 15 reps on one side, we're going to move, perform 15 reps on the other side. Staying nice and balanced. The next exercise I'm going to demonstrate is the last phase of the corrective exercise continuum. It's the integration phase. What we're going to do is a lunge to an overhead press. So, start up top, arms fully extended, back straight. You're going to step out into your lunge. When you go into your lunge, you want to make sure you don't step out too far. And we want to go straight down. What we're looking for is about 6 inches from this front heel to this back knee. And we're also looking at the angles. Is our torso and our tibia angles, are those lines parallel? We want them to be parallel, and then we come back up. Here, arm in front, press back up. One smooth, controlled motion the entire time. Once we perform 10 reps on one leg. We're going to go to 10 reps on the other leg. It's important to drive through the heel to really engage that posterior chain musculature and not push with the toes. We don't want to over engage the quads. And those are my exercises.